समाहे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे நீராரும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் பதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அது சிறந்த திராவிடனில் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Requesting everyone to please be seated. I'd now request you all to enjoy this beautiful song by our Kavi Arasa Bharatiyar, Parukulle Nalla Naadu.
Parukulle Nalla Naadu Engal Bharata Naadu Parukulle Nalla Naadu Engal Bharata Naadu Engal Bharata Naadu Parukulle Nalla Naadu Engal Bharata Naadu Engal Bharata Naadu Parukulle Nalla Naadu Engal Bharata Naadu ஞானத்திலே பரமோனத்திலே ஞானத்திலே பரமோனத்திலே உயர் மானத்திலே அன்னதானத்திலே ஞானத்திலே பரமோனத்திலே உயர் மானத்திலே அன்னதானத்திலே கானத்திலே அமுதாக நிறைந்த கானத்திலே அமுதாக நிறைந்த கவிதையிலே உயர் நாடு கானத்திலே அமுதாக நிறைந்த கவிதையிலே உயர் நாடு பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே நெஞ்சில் ஈரத்திலே உபகாரத்திலே தீர தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே நெஞ்சில் ஈரத்திலே உபகாரத்திலே சாரத்திலே மிகு சாத்திரம் கண்டு சாரத்திலே மிகு சாத்திரம் கண்டு தருவதிலே உயர் நாடு சாரத்திலே மிகு சாத்திரம் கண்டு தருவதிலே உயர் நாடு பாரத நல்ல நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு தேங்க்யூ.
Thank you very much. We now be invoking all the wonderful vibrations in positive note. We have the Kuttu Velakku. I request the Honorable Governor to please start off with the lighting of the lamp, followed by Mr. M.V. Subramanian, followed by Mr. Bhaktavatsalam. And I would also request these wonderful ladies to join these gentlemen on stage, Mrs. Bharati and Miss Kavya. Thank you very much. I now request Mrs. Bharati, Head Finance and Accounts, Research Center, Mahindra and Mahindra, to give us the welcome address.
Good morning. I, Bharati, with a great pleasure and a sense of profound honor, stand before you here today to extend a cordial welcome to our Honorable Governor, His Excellency, Shri RN Ravi. We are also delighted to extend our pleasant and embracing welcome to our distinguished guest, Mr. M.V. Subramaniam, co-founder and MD, Future Focus Private Limited, and Mr. Bhaktavatsalam, Managing Director, KG Hospitals. Esteemed CXOs and senior corporate leaders, respected members from startups, MSMEs and entrepreneurs, able staff from the office of Raj Bhavan, friends from the media and press fraternity, and to all the ladies and gentlemen present here, once again a very warm welcome. As a keen observer and follower of our Governor, I have been truly impressed with his exceptional qualities of curiosity, confidence, critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity. After an illustrious career as an IPS officer, our respected governor stands out as a wise chancellor and an intellectual visionary while remaining grounded and connected to common people. Allow me to share a small anecdote to exemplify this importance of meeting people from all walks of life. It was some 3-4 decades back in the US. Statements and counselors were discussing about a specific problem, about the excessive waste on the beaches. So there were a group of wise men who assembled in a room. They were brainstorming ideas. Some spoke about why can't we have a hefty fine to people who throw away the used paper cups of ice creams. Some said, let's incentivize to people who will give back cups so that we can recycle and it comes back to us without throw away as a wastage. Now there was a pantry boy who was serving tea inside this room, was keenly observing all these things. He was prompting to say something from a very long time. The statesman who was chairing this meeting noticed this. The nobleman kindly asked him that what is that you want to say. Encouraged by him, this boy said, why can't we make the people eat the cups what they are throwing away? Now, when he said this, the room was full of laughter and people was like, what a silly boy he is. But still, the head doesn't throw away his idea, never ignored it and passed on to his colleagues for further action. And only this noble idea, which became the notion of wafer cup for ice creams. So it was first introduced in the beaches of Miami, a simple idea which came from a very simple person. And I am truly delighted. Our governor takes such steps of meeting people from diverse backgrounds, and only through such meetings, sir, many ideas come to notice and disruptions occurs. There is a saying in Tamil, Tirkural, Deivattal Agadaninum, Muyarchi than Meivartha Kuli Tharum. It said that even acts which are forbidden by God is possible through persistent efforts and hard work. Here in this room we have a group of great visionaries and people who through their perseverance push all the boundaries and has achieved remarkable success in life. Now, in this, my first interaction, actually when I met Mr. Governor was almost 3 months back. Then he was felicitating successful women entrepreneurs. And he fostered the message of not only just getting felicitated, we have to go back and inspire young role models. And I really took that message seriously. Today in my small, humble way, I am mentoring young professionals in corporate office. And in my second interaction was when this Man Ki Baat screening was happening. Our Honorable Governor was presiding that. And there was again an eye-opener session for me, whereby I learned how simple people come with powerful ideas and have changed the world in their own small, humble way. And it's even more encouraging to see how Government of India has taken tremendous efforts and initiatives to recognize, felicitate, and aid support to these individuals. So every interaction of such meetings has been enlightening and inspiring. Today, this meeting has also got a great significance. As leaders, we carry a lot of responsibility. We are the architects of change, catalysts for growth, and guardians of the organization values. Our decision impacts not only our organization, the life of employees, stakeholders, and the communities we serve. And hence, this initiative is of immense importance, and thanks Mr. Governor for taking such initiative. As one among you, I am eager to participate and hear from our Governor and from one and all. I once again extend my cordial welcome to all present here and urge each and every one of you to embrace this gathering as an opportunity to connect, engage, and forge meaningful relationships. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Bharati, for sharing such amazing anecdotes as a welcome address. I'd now like to call upon Mr. M.V. Subramanian, co-founder and MD, Future Focus Infotech Private Limited, to give us the keynote address.
Yeah, Good morning, everyone. I see some familiar faces. It was one of those days I felt very proud because I'm sitting along with His Excellency Mr. Ravi, who is much more active, because usually I don't follow up what governor does. And today I always look at what His Excellency is probably doing today. And now I am with him. That is a proud moment for me. Thank you, sir. And you have another stalwart. I have not been with the Padma Shri, I'm sitting along with them in the platform. This is another stalwart, Mr. Bhaktavachalam, who is sitting here, who is a doctor, who has built one phenomenal healthcare system for Tamil Nadu, and it is for the globe. I think many of them come here for Tamil Nadu to have the services of healthcare, which has been afforded by the KG group. It is not only healthcare. I remember when I started business, they were also in the similar business when I started with them, called KGISL. So that is something which I felt proud that I'm able to sit along with this excellency as well as the Padma Shri awardee along with me. Thank you very much, sir. So this is one of the problems when somebody gives anecdote and asks me to speak. If you really looked at what she described, the behavioral qualities of governor, that is what we look at for the entrepreneurs. He said curiosity, confidence, and few more behavioral qualities what she spelled out. Probably that is what we look at from the entrepreneurial ecosystem. Okay, I have to tell whom to address, right? You have CXOs, you have students, you have startups. Possibly they wanted me to probably address the startups who are there. I have to give my background, probably that can help you to understand how an organization to be built. And I was given a title which was described by Excellency as Think to Dare. Am I right, sir? So that is very, very apt, because dare to dream is something which has come with, there are books about it. But to be naturally, what should happen is you have to think to dare about what you wanted to do. Dream is always there for an entrepreneur, but thinking it's what it goes first along for the entrepreneur to build whatever he wanted to look at. I'm just going to talk about my journey of how I became entrepreneur, and probably that can help you to connect, and whoever have some questions, we can have deliberations while we are, all the other people have spoken about this space. So I was an engineer I born up in Chennai, engineer from Mysore University. Then first 7 years I've been working in English Electric, GEC. Then I had the bug, actually I felt the bug that I need to earn more money. That is principally that is what I started learning more. So I got into stock market. Then finally I landed up with IT training, that is in year 97. To cut it short, that company which we formed, we actually invested, 4 partners invested 6 lakhs of rupees in year 97. Today, next week, if you called me next week, I am not MD of that company, because I have already exited the company. The company have touched 600 crores last year. So from 6 lakhs to 600 crores, only one thing can be done is by only the entrepreneurs who dare to think first and think such a way that they can achieve anything, they can solve any problem. And she was talking about one more anecdote, that look at the wafers, how it has come. Because of the teacup which was actually thrown, they wanted to convert it into a consumable thing. That is what an entrepreneur looks at, right? Every problem, what you all people generally see as a problem, I see it as an opportunity. So that is something which an entrepreneur develops the quality very, very, very early in their mindset. They don't talk about problems at all. They always been happy to look at the problems to convert into a, into a kind of opportunity for them to service them. I'll just list down, because I have a very few minutes, so that I can list down how my path was. After 10 years of my journey, I had excess money in my bank. What happened is, after that, generally I like an entrepreneur, because we have grown when Reliance was growing much faster in the stock market. I wanted to do personally many businesses. So generally entrepreneur sees an opportunity, he says that I want to do this, I want to do that, but I failed in many. I invested, failed in many. Then I realized that that is not the way I can achieve my thoughtfulness or whatever I wanted to do. I started investing in startups. You will not believe, though I wanted to go to Harvard by year 40, but I decided not to go and invest that money in the startup, so that every startup comes and tells me what they do, what problems they solve, how they solve. Though I invest a smaller money inside the startup, but the education I had till today, it was phenomenal journey for me. I have done some 20 investments in India as well as outside India, but more than what I gained from that, the learning I had was phenomenal. The second thing, that my travel for 15 years into angel investment, then now I am, after the exit, I am probably shifting as a venture capitalist, which is another organization which I am partnered to it, and which is going to be 1,000 crore fund. This is my journey in short. What are the qualities which I like to see in the kind of, in the first quality I said, they would not talk about problem, they talk about the solution. The second quality, raising money and enjoying the money is not what the very key behavior of the entrepreneur. You have to start serving not only to the customers, also the people probably you are going to join in your organization, who is going to work for your organization. They should be the priority for us to make sure that they take care of the organization and their customers and the vendors appropriately, so that the company is stabilized and growing. Anytime you earn, you make sure that you don't spend everything, so that personally you have ability to go through any of the problems which you face later, which we are not aware of very early in the career, both in the organization as well as personally. Parallelly, you have to build the personal capability to withstand any of the weathers which is going to come during the journey of an entrepreneurship, because this is always a risk what we go through it, at least for minimum 10 years. Post 10 years, you will be able to enjoy whatever the efforts, whatever the, work we have put, we will be able to enjoy that work after 10 years. There are few people who does not want to scale. They wanted to have their lifetime business, and that is not wrong, because most of the entrepreneurship failed during the scale. During the scale, their capability has not been built, and hence they fail. And today's digital world, which is posing more risk, is what has to an entrepreneur go through is, they have to keep updating every day. They have to keep learning, updating themselves, and find out whether are they traveling in the path where there is no much of risk which is going to be coming, not from the known quarters. Unknown quarters, you will see the risk. So that is something which you have to keep looking at from your journey. So constant updating yourself, saving for the future, then make sure that your customer is being served. Don't look at raising money whenever you don't require. Don't dilute your equity, because most of the young generation entrepreneurs, the first thing they come back and ask me is, sir, can you give me money? If I say I am not going to invest for this project, the second question is, can I do the other project? So that is not what I probably look at as an investment opportunity for me, because he is not committed to what he thinks. Last but not least, when you look at the problem and when you look at the solution, kindly look at in very more deeper sense where the problem exists. because if you look at your people who have been in entrepreneurship, the customer may be different, the buyer may be different, the influencer may be different, and finally, who is going to probably enjoy this whole, whatever the solutions you provide may be a different set of people. Unless you realize exactly where the problem is there, it will be very difficult for us to look at the scaling the operation or even being successful. I stop here because I would like to take questions later after all the other gentlemen have spoken. Thank you very much.
I now request the Honorable Governor to felicitate Mr. Ravi Subramaniam. He is a serial entrepreneur with a special focus on business modeling and financial structuring and a well-known lead angel investor. He's the co-founder and managing director of Future Focus Infotech, a leading IT consulting and staffing enterprise established in '97, like we mentioned. A lead investor on Indian Angel Network, MDS, has successful exits on investments all over the years. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your 2 cents. It was wonderful. I now request our second keynote addressee, Mr. Bhaktavatsala, Managing Director of KG Hospitals, to now give his address. Dr. G. Bhaktavatsala is a chairman and managing trustee of Brahmavira K. Govindaswamy Naidu Medical Trust, which runs the KG Hospital in Coimbatore, India. He was awarded a Padma Shri in 2005. Dr. G.B., as it's fondly known, was born on 5th April 1942 at Annur village of Coimbatore district and graduated with a Masters of Science MBBS from Madras Medical College. He then received his postgraduate training and surgery in Mount Sinai Hospital in Chicago, USA. Requesting you, sir, a small note before you start. I was born in your hospital in Coimbatore.
Thank you.
Yes.
Your mother did not pay the fees.
Didn't she?
It's a great privilege to sit along with the most dynamic personality of India. I am also dynamic. So they're all serious. Is it okay? I can make them laugh? A little bit laughter. The business is not all serious, you see. The best entrepreneur I've ever seen was my father. He studied only 5th grade and he invested on me. So he was the angel investor. Our governor came to our campus. We have a campus in Coimbatore called KG campus, about a 40-acre plot, where he gave away awards to the best Tamil Nadu people, cardiologists, liver specialists and all that. And when he started his lecture, Tamil Thai Waltz, there was some malfunctioning air condition. Bush like that, everybody was scared. What is this governor's function? Something is happening. But he didn't move an eyelid. I also did not. Sir, Governor, sir, Murphy's law is there. Something has to go wrong, it will go wrong. I also told him, I said, Murphy plus law is something cannot go wrong, also go wrong. So, there are 2 kinds of people in life. Probably you will be following some role models. And there are 2 kinds of people. The one kind of people bring happiness wherever they go. Like our governor, like Dr. G.B. also. I have to talk about myself, no. So there are second kind of people that bring happiness whenever they go. My wife likes me because whenever I go home, she is happy. But I told her I'm only a part-time husband, a full-time doctor. An entrepreneur has to be a full-time personality. Here, little bit closer, okay. Because I am not a public speaker. Run the slide, please. That's my first slide. I always laugh. At least I act as though I laugh. Second slide. Somebody guess. These are the institutions which I work. One institution was started by Jayalalitha Madam. The other one was the Governor Rosaya. The middle institution started by my father. Next one. He invested 10 lakhs. Only 10 lakhs and 10 beds. Next one. I want you to show the real, see, if you look at Sundar Pichai, or if you look at Nadella, or if you look at Ambani, you can't reach that height. See. And this is the most important thing which happened on its own, a pinnacle of glory. I'm showing it to the younger people here. very difficult to get into this Rashtrapati, Ashoka Hall, Rashtrapati Bhavan. There comes a man, a paper boy to the President of India, from Rameshwaram to Rashtrapati Bhavan. He was the most dynamic technocratic president. Say, Pokhran blast, you know. As a matter of fact, he has never been abroad. He has never gone outside to study in Harvard or MIT. He created his own fuel. This will stop. Don't wait. This will stop. I want you to believe that one of your children or your brother or your wife should go to this hall to receive one of the awards. That is the pinnacle of glory. And this award is called Padma Shri Award.
Govinda Swami,
Govinda Swami Bhaktavatsalam, father's name, my name comes next. That is the only occasion I wrote that Bandhgala. After that I never knew. Next slide, please. I am very young. At least I look young, younger than you, sir. And I never tell my age. I always say my age is 32 with 50 years of experience. And you can read whatever is written there. Next one. I don't want to waste time. The hospital was inaugurated in 1974, 50 years ago. His Honor, His Excellency came to celebrate the centenary celebration of my father. It is not a profitable hospital. It's not for profit. It is not a corporate. Next one. It is patient-centric and community-centric. We have never closed a hospital in the past 50 years, even during Corona time. 365 days, non-stop. Next one. I'm sure many of you would have run on marathon. This hospital is running on marathon. For the past 5 decades, I've been the chairman. From the time your father was there. No holidays. Started with one employee. Now 4,000 people work. I don't have any intention of selling it to anybody. A Japanese person has bought over his company. One pastor came and asked me, is it for sale? I said, you are going to sell your church for sale? I will take it. Is Taj Mahal saleable? No. Next one. I will run some slides. We have gone to 3,500 villages. Abdul Kalam sir, when he came, I said, what is it? You are spending so much of money. I said, money is given by patients. I spend it on poor patients. Free eye surgery, free heart surgery, subsidized Kalaignar Kaapittu Thittam, Amma Virvaka Thittam. They give me 90,000 rupees for a bypass surgery. Next one. How is it possible? He asked me. I said, it is possible. Dream big. At least dream small. Dreaming small itself is a crime, he said. Next one. I wrote a book. I have written 16 books. Because all of you can write books. All of you can write books. Whatever your experience is going to help your grandson or great-grandson. Incidentally, you know who is my grandfather? You don't know, no? My father's name is K. Govindaswamy Nayak. My grandfather is Lord Krishna, Dwaraka. Sincerely, if you come to my hospital, Hare Krishna, so that pastor said, like to say, no, this hospital belongs to Krishna, I'm working in his hospital. So he simply left. Next one. Next one. Vajpayee, Ashok Singhal. He had a small little curry leaf, got stuck, had a heart attack. So this is one of the highest awards see, it is easy to live, but you have to have an extraordinary life. Next one. I was the best teacher in India, as told by the Vice President of India. Next one. Our governor. Next one. This is Brahmakumaris from Mount Abu. I'm not blowing my trumpet. I want you to understand. You should come and make a presentation here. Next year, probably. Next one. We are all role models. When Mama Subramaniam came, we have already injected vaccines for corona. We have completed 1,50,000, one hospital giving. Next one. We have treated 73 lakhs of patients in half a century. Next one. The one in the right lower hand corner, that is what we do. Training for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. We teach everybody how to restart a heart if it stops. Many people die of heart attack nowadays, 34, 50 years. a very famous actor in Bangalore. Many people die. But I teach in the left lower heart corner is income tax department. When they come into our hospital for a raid, we get a heart attack. So we go to them and teach them how they get a heart attack. You know, I'm not talking about the present situation. I never said anything. Next one. This is what is the most innovative hospital operation which has been done in the whole of India. 10 people only do this surgery. His Excellency gave an award to that Mr. Arun Kumar. He was born in our hospital, madam. That boy was born in our hospital 43 years ago. Now he is doing that small incision, triple vessel. I'm not propagating this. I don't want you to get a heart attack. Do women get heart attack? No, women. No, women are capable of giving heart attack. Because they love somebody and marry somebody. No. That somebody gets a heart attack. That's it. You should have a mission, vision statement. Write it down and follow it up. It is not to be hung on the wall. Next one. A hospital must have a humane approach. It is not a money-making institution. They are called mercenary doctors. My EPS, earning per share for the shareholder, it's not mine. Number of books I have published. You have to write books. Idayam or Kovil. Some of you understand Tamil. I gave that book to Kalanjar Karnanidhi. Oh, நீங்கெல்லாம் புக் எழுத ஆரம்பிச்சியான். ஆனால் நீங்கெல்லாம் கதை எழுதுறீங்க. நான் அந்த கதையை புக்காக எழுதுறேன். என்ன எழுதுறேன் அப்படின்னு கேட்டார். சரி 100 வயசு இருக்கணும்னா என்ன பண்ணுறதுன்னு என்ன பண்ண சொல்கிறேன். 100 வயசு இருக்கணும்னா எல்லாம் 100 இருக்கணும். 100 milligrams of blood sugar, 100 milligrams of cholesterol, 100 milligrams of mercury, blood pressure, 100% vegetarian, 100 kilometers per month. You must run 2-3 kilometers per day. You should never shout at your wife, okay? You will get heart attack. She will never get heart attack. Manase, uyire, nenje. Next one. Take home some points. In between lines, you learn some points. You see, Anandam, Peranandam, Pallandu, Kadal. யாரை காதலிப்பது சொல்லுமா யாரை காதலிப்பது உன்னையே காதலி not your husband. Before your marriage she was love, after marriage then this different relationship. Next one. Hare Krishna, Adbudam. Next one. Hridayam or Kshetra, words of wisdom. By now you must have developed at least 100 words of wisdom. Next one. Healthy heart, love, live and live amazing life. Doctor's life is very amazing. Every day we have problems. We have balance sheets every day. Like Marwadi balance sheet. Every day we have balance. How many people you killed? How many people you saved? 1000 பேருக்கு கொண்டவன் 60 வைத்தியம் இல்லைங்களா? 1000 பேரு குணம் பண்ணவன் 1000 வைத்தியம். Next one. You must be an American in the brain. I was there for 2 years only. And Indian in the heart. Don't go away from this country. Go anywhere and come back to this place. There is no other country like Bharat. This is Bharat Desham. This is no other country. I have been in America for 4 weeks ago. I was invited to speak in a conference called FETNA, Federation of North American Association of Tamils. You must be an Indian in the heart. Next one. You should know the art of living, art of loving, art of dying also. Next one. No means you can make money. Anybody can make money. Why you make money? Anybody can make money. You should give to the society. What is your contribution to the society? Next one. Who is a human being? The person who thinks his problems are my problems, does something to reduce that problem of that particular person, he is called a Vaishnava. He is called a human being. Charity is one where you do something with the other person cannot repay in gratitude to you in kind or cash. That is called charity. We have done about 85,000 eye surgeries free of charge. 85,000 eye surgeries. Next one. I am not telling you for applause. These are the institutions created by my son said, I will not become a doctor. Kandakottathu Murugan Koil ukandittu dhyanam panni sonar na engineering padikkiren doctor venna. He could have been a cardiologist. He could have walked into my shoes. We left it to his aptitude. Now my friend Subramanian says, go back please. He has created a software economic zone before even the government of Tamil Nadu did. Next one. Imagine if you promote your own children. He also was in America. I told him to come back. 40,000 direct employment and 50,000 indirect employment. Next one. Nehru College, you know what I'm talking about. This is the hospital. That is a nursing college. Next one. எண்ணிய முடிதல் வேண்டும். அற்புதமான தமிழ் சாங் பாடுங்க. பாருங்க சார், ஐ ரியலி ஹாப்பி சார், வெரி ஹாப்பி சார். எண்ணிய முடிதல் வேண்டும், நல்லவை எண்ணல் வேண்டும், திண்ணிய நெஞ்சம் வேண்டும், தெளிந்த நல்ல அறிவு வேண்டும், பண்ணிய பாவம் எல்லாம் பரிது முன் கரி. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன். அழகானவர்கள் திரும்ப பார்க்க வைக்கிறார்கள், அன்பானவர்கள் திரும்ப நினைக்க வைக்கிறார்கள். நீ அன்பானவரா பாருங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன். மேடம், we gave her a fund. Sir, we also gave a Kargil fund. Next one. This is not a hospital. This is a public service institute. God has made me a doctor to help the society, not to enrich my Indian overseas bank account. That is not the correct one. Kumbhakonam tragedy, Kerala floods, Corona pandemic. We treated about 5,000 patients. No beds available. Next one. I want you to note down my mobile number. Whenever you are in trouble, call me. Not in heart attack. Next one. Last few slides, only 2 more slides. This man came from Iraq. He came to Ayurveda, Vaidhyasala, but he developed a heart attack. He saved it. This man came from England. He's God. He is the manufacturer of Aston Martin car. He developed a heart attack. He was saved in KG hospital. He said, Dr. GB, your hospital is a kingdom of God. KG. His name is KG. Next one. This man came from somewhere from Africa for a transplant. This man. So people come from all over. Like Subramanian said, the people come from all over. Bangladesh. Next one. The amount of money I have spent on charitable activities as my auditor is 370 crores in 50 years. Next one. Entrepreneurship is what you are talking about. Every one of you can make billions and millions of money. This is the time. Next one. And this is the ideal situation, golden period. IT, healthcare, whatever you do, you can make money. Every road is paved with gold. $1 trillion economy. Next one. There are a lot of population. They said population explosion is a great scourge for our country. No people are available to work in the hospital. Next one. We have the best government going on in this country. It is popular across the world. Encash it. Next one. Every road is paved with gold. Anything, you continue to go in the same road. You may not hit the jackpot in two decades. Third decade you may at a jackpot. Yes, please. Don't be afraid of failure. Next slide. My son started in 1999 as a Y2K project. Then he went into medical transcription. Now we've got about 10,000 people working with him. Next one. Next one. Behind every successful man, there is one woman. Behind every unsuccessful man, there are 2 women. I'm just joking. Driving in America is right side, driving in England is left side, driving in India is suicide. Be careful, put on a helmet, don't have a drunken driving, don't have a girlfriend to sit in front and drive. Thank you very much.
I now request the Honorable Governor to felicitate Dr. Bhaktavatsala. Thank you very much for this wonderful speech, sir. This is an address we'll remember for life. Thank you very much. Now, the Honorable Governor will felicitate startup entrepreneurs and corporate CXOs. As I call out the names, please come forward. Do not wait for the introduction to be complete. Please start walking. All right. First is Mr. E. Pradeep Kumar, CEO, Auto Intellisystems Private Limited. Auto Intelli, a pioneering organization specializing in IT infrastructure automation, providing innovative solutions for streamlining operations and driving efficiency in both government institutions and private enterprises. Founded by Pradeep and Anand Raj Parthiban, the company's core focus is on developing robust software solutions that integrate seamlessly with existing infrastructures. Our next recipient is Mrs. Bharti K, Head Finance Accounts Research Center, Mahindra & Mahindra Limited. She has successfully completed her CA in her first attempt, earning the prestigious All India rank, and has 15 years of experience in corporate finance. She has played a crucial role in implementing strategic decisions for various corporates she's worked for. By 2014, she has risen to the position of Chief Financial Officer at a Mahindra Group company, experiencing rapid growth at such a young age. Through her perseverance and hard work,